Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Outdoor Film Photography on Location. Today I was here to take different photos. However, I've got a really beautiful full moon on the sky and the sky is kind of pink. So I think it's a great opportunity. So I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm going to take quickly the photo and explain to you later. Landscape photography. Sometimes you just don't know what is coming on your way. Sometimes it's just like that. Not that I'm enjoying it. Change of lens, camera. Quickly run. Oh boy. I don't want to damage anything. I learned my lesson last time. The battery, every time. God damn it. Right, I made the shot. Looks pretty good. All right. Sorry, I was in a rush because I wasn't expecting a beautiful scenario while I was on the way to take a different photo. Somewhere there. Now, if you're wondering where is it, it's basically the same place where I had my accident. So I'm not going. This time I'm gonna be more and more careful, I promise you that. But I really like the sun coming from the background and the wave is hitting the rock. It's just phenomenal. I hope I can get some light and some good composition. Let's change the location and get there soon. All right, time to make a move. This is the first time I got out since my last accident. So this time I'm gonna stay a little bit far from the water, maybe somewhere a bit upward than close to the water, because I learned my lesson. And of course, on my other side, behind me, it's kind of a road, one of the biggest highway of the island. So you might hear some sound right now. But that's something that I cannot do anything about. Although right now, I'm gonna park somewhere up without too much of a noise. You know, look, behind me, I got really nice background as well, because I'm really tempted. But you know, the temptation last time got me in trouble. So I'm just gonna do whatever I came here for and move on with my life. Oh boy, this is what happens when you get into an accident. Right, so I'm just gonna park myself somewhere. Change of plan, because the water started to get really strong, and if I remember last time, this is exactly what happened. From calm to straight disaster. Check this one out. The wave at the coast start to move really fast. I don't like it. So I'm just gonna go a little bit far upward. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, I've got a good news and a bad news. Now start with the good news. I found a location which is sort of closer than where I wanted to be. Good news. Bad news, I'm still next to a highway on my other side. So I hope it doesn't bother you. It doesn't bother me as much, but the whole concept is to take photography of landscape, outdoor, peace and stuff, and then you have the civilization right next to you. Kind of annoying, but there's almost nothing I can do about it except tolerating the sound. And to be honest with you, it takes a lot of courage to get back out after facing an accident. So today is kind of, I'm all over the place, honestly. I forgot many of my things. I got my attachment for the GoPro, without the attachment, so I'm gonna have to hook my microphone right there. Now, I don't know if you know about my method, but it goes something like this. I'm going to take a photo of digital with my Canon 70D. And when I'm done, I'm going to change my lens camera and then change it to film camera, the Canon EOS 1000 FN, and take a photo of that on film version. Then we're going to go back home and then look at side by side. Obviously, the objective is to take a film photo, but it's nice to see the difference between them, right? It's almost like a film versus digital. I kind of like it. There's now no good or bad about each of the format. They're different. Some has convenience, some has issues, but at the end of the day, it's a matter of a challenge, right? I'm next to also a turtle conservatory. Basically, there's a bunch of scientists look after the turtles, and they all working on how to protect them, how to save them, which is brilliant. One day I'm going to show you, but right now, let's get into my setup. Well, last thing I want is GoPro distorting my face, so forgive me if I look weird. Let me get my camera. This is a mess inside my bag, but when you're on the run, not much you can do. Right, I've got my Canon 70D, which I'm going to set up on right now. So I really like the composition. It's beautiful. And the compression of the telephoto is just phenomenal, seriously. Something I always admire. To be honest, to me personally, I think the telephoto lens is the best for landscape than the wide angle. A lot of us says that it's not true, but I disagree. I think if you have the right space, telephoto is the way to go. So what I like, the foreground has really nice rock, and the corals are floating on top of it, and the pure clean sky and the waves. So we're gonna go ahead and then take a photo of that. Canon 70D, I'm going to push it to ISO 200. ISO 200 is very important because I have to match the ISO with my film version, so which is really important. And then it's easier to compare side by side, but remember that this is a crop sensor camera and the film is full frame, so obviously it's going to be a lot of differences, but that's for another day. Today is all about the composition and the image quality, then the compression itself. Manual focus, right, and there you go, done. So I've got just my digital version of my composition. Right now we're going to change it to our film and get onto it right away. My Canon EOS 1000 FN. I think I should get something like that for my film version because it's difficult to do two at the same time. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I need to change it quickly before the sand and it gets windy. Get my film quickly. Right. I don't know if you can hear the sound of waves, which means it's getting stronger wave. So I've got to change it. All right, nice and tidy. Now, this time my battery is already in. I may have repeated it many times, but unfortunately, the timer, 10-second timer of the film one, it's kind of in a P mode, which I hate from the bottom of my heart, but I have no choice because it depends on the shutter speed. So if I have a shutter speed faster than the 1/200th of a second, then definitely I'm going to use manual mode. But if I have less than that, then I'm going to have to use the timer in a P mode, and hopefully at least I have a bigger f-stop so that I have everything in focus. Right, first thing first, time to do the composition. 70mm is kind of too big for me, so I'm going to do a bit of a close-up Close-up looks good. And my second objective is to make sure that less of a sky and more of the foreground so that I have really good depth. So I've got a good news. I have the shutter speed 1/350th of a second and f13, which means I don't have to use the timer and I can catch some nice wave when I'm ready. So time for a wave to hit. The wave is not that significant. I was hoping for a big splash, but you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna happen after I pack up. That's life. Like, you never get what you want whenever you want. Damn it. But anyway, the photo is fantastic. I love it personally. I've got a really nice foreground, really nice minimalist photo, and very little sky. Because normally I would take the sky if I had beautiful clouds, but this time I don't, so well, that's how it is. Now let's go home and we're going to take the look at the photos side by side and let me know what you think. All right, time to pack up.